Starting with a unique choice of tool, my trusty Staedtler blue pencil. When it comes to the initial outlines, I have found this light blue pencil to be a game changer for my workflow. As you can see, I have opted for this specific color because it's light yet clear enough for me to visualize the face structure. The choice of this color is strategic. It allows me to sketch out the rough outlines without the risk of overpowering the final inked lines. While drawing, I focus on the basic structure of the face, outlining the proportions of the eyes, nose, and lips. The lightness of this blue pencil helps me to correct any mistakes easily and gives me flexibility for adjustment as a process. Now you might be wondering why I am emphasizing the color of the pencil. It's because this choice significantly impacts the later stages, particularly when I ink over it. The lightness of the blue allows the inked lines to stand out distinctly without getting lost in the sketch underneath. If you have seen my previous videos, you know I often dive straight into drawing with ink, allowing loose lines and free-flowing process. However, this time I have something specific in mind for the end result. Unlike my usual ink-only approach, I have opted for the light blue pencil for a more structured beginning. This choice allows me to map out the face's basic outlines and proportions. This method is a departure from my spontaneous ink drawing. Here I am focused on setting a clear foundation and visualizing the end result from the initial stage. Unlike my usual ink-only approach, I have opted for the light blue pencil for a more structured beginning. This choice allows me to map out the face's basic. Notice how I am redrawing over the previous lines for correction. This is why I avoid using an eraser. I vividly recall the advice from my art college days: avoid using the eraser. It eliminates the guiding lines for subsequent strokes. So erasing removes valuable information about the previous line's position, and by erasing hastily you lose the crucial reference, making it challenging to draw the subsequent line accurately. Now I'm also adding the information of lights and shadow loosely. This will help me when I will ink it with pen and ink. I am drawing ear. Remember, the ear position is from the eyes to the nose. I think neck is a little bit thin, so I am broadening it, giving the suggestion of collarbone. Again drawing the shadow information below the chin and on the neck. Now I am speeding up the video for a bit and we will dive straight into the inking process. Now the inking part starts. I am using a waterproof ink and a nib pen for this. I am forgetting the ink name. I had bought it some times ago. The process of inking is straightforward. You have to ink on the information left by initial pencil drawing. We have this information of lines, light and shadow. Now all we have to do is to ink over it. The inking process can be tricky. You need to master how much ink to use and how to apply it to the paper. Sometimes using too much ink can ruin the entire drawing when you apply. I have experienced this myself occasionally, which underscores the importance of practice. When mistakes occurs, I often turn the spoiled ink into something different within the drawing. Here can be a challenge for me. I tend to lose patience and rush through it. Taking more time and drawing it patiently would definitely improve the result and avoid the hurried finish. Now I am moving the pen in the direction of hair. I have seen in comics inking where some hair parts are blocked out and applied with block black colors and only few strands are drawn carefully to draw the hair. In comics inking, an effective technique involves blocking out certain parts of the hair with solid black areas while drawing only a few carefully detailed strands. This method creates a sense of texture and depth without needing to meticulously draw every single hair strands. It's a great way to achieve a stylized yet impactful look in your drawing. As you can see that I have spilled the extra ink on the eyebrow. If I work on this, I will ruin the drawing. So I am leaving the eyebrow for now and jumping into detailing the hair and other area. For coloring this jacket, I am using this blue marker. Its thick and broad tip will help me to color it quickly. To create darker areas, I will apply the color a second time, aiming to generate the illusion of depth and richer tones. It's time to detailing out some of the areas such as lips and drawing the rest of the parts which I haven't drawn, such as collarbones. So stay with me and watch until I give it a finishing touch. As I put the final touches on this drawing, I'll be focusing on a few key areas. First, I'll meticulously craft loose and individual strands of hair, aiming for a natural and detailed look. Then I'll concentrate on the shadowed regions, applying extra pen strokes to enhance depth and definition. Lastly, I'll work on detailing the jacket to add texture and bring out its unique features. This stage is about refining the finer elements to complete the overall picture. This marks the end of this drawing, although I am aware there is more that could be done to enhance it further. For now, I am considering this as a finishing point. In the next video, I'll strive for even more detailed work. I hope you have enjoyed watching this process. Share your thoughts in the comments, give the video a like, and if you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time, take care and goodbye.